made it to jamdadpodcast episode number 21, recording late at night, deep in the heart of the Midwest. My name's Dave.
I'm Will.
And I'm Eric.
And there's an enormous learning curve on pizza ovens, I guess. Hit me! Little bit of a stumble. Not great, but I'm going to leave it.
So you got...
You don't need a mulligan?
Nope.
Because you're out for the year.
Yeah. You got
I didn't know until about 3 beats into the theme what I was going to even say there. So
All right.
there we are.
I think you got a pizza oven, and you were sharing with us your process, and then it all of a sudden got quiet.
Yeah,
So,
well,
and it's
I
a-
got it for Christmas.
It's
and
a pellet? Pellet?
Yeah.
Okay.
It has a propane attachment, and you can
Oh,
use
it
other
does.
stuff.
Okay.
You can use twigs from the yard or whatever. But I got the pellets from Tractor Supply and lit them all up. They lit up great, and I was all excited to kind of get it fired up. We had gone shopping and picked up all these ingredients. Like we were going to make a basic pepperoni for the kid. You can go to Aldi and get the pizza dough in the little balls and, toss them, and it's fun. So we did that, and then we thought, okay, we're going to make a pizza for ourselves, Carl and I, and it's going to have everything on it. So we get the sausage and all the veggies, the mushrooms. We got anchovies. Probably spent $37 on ingredients. And so we're whipping all this stuff up. I've got the oven fired up, and I think, wow, that's cool because it's really pretty, and it's, we got the stone on the inside with the flames over it, and I'm excited. And I send you a picture. And you just go, yeah, I have one of those, and it's really cool. Looks great. Sucks you put it on the ground.
Yeah.
Because I had it on my unshoveled walkway out in the front. And I thought, yeah, wow, I didn't think of that. And so, but the thing's 800 degrees now, so it's not going anywhere.
I knew this was turning into an adventure when I saw that picture. Because I remember the first time I used mine. But keep going. Yeah.
So I think, screw it, we're going to roll with it. I grab the kid's pizza because she's, done first. And I throw it out there, and every time in my life that I've thrown a pizza into a oven, I've got like 15 minutes to kill.
No. Oh, my God.
So I grab a beer. I'm making drinks on the inside, and Carla's kind of on the couch flipping through the manual, and she says, so it says here you ought to be turning it like every 20 seconds. How long has it been?
You didn't watch one YouTube video on this?
I go, I don't know. It's like 2.5 minutes. I don't know. I'm going to go look at it. So I go and I open the little door and I kneel on my knees in the cold, in the snow. And I look at this thing, and sure enough, it's like one cremated pizza on the one side and then raw on the other side. So I've got to try to turn this thing around, and it's just the burnt edge is just kind of smooshing the raw edge and sticking to the stone.
Did you buy anything to turn it, or are you using like house utensils?
No, it came with like a flipper
a little
thing,
peel?
like
Yeah,
roughly the size of the stone.
sure.
So that works fine in
Okay.
theory. So I'm a little buzzed at that point and pissed.
Yeah.
So I'm on my knees, and so I get it out of there. I flip it around a few more times. I get it out of there, bring it in, and throw it down on a pan, and we start to cut it. And Carla and Ryan are really. They can see I'm irritated, so they're saying, "No, I like it darker. Right? It's
Yeah, it's fine.
It's just how I wanted it
Yeah.
tonight. It's fine, David.
So I tried it again with the fancy pizza, and
I want
the
to
same
test.
thing. Like I just didn't control it well enough. And
Yeah.
it was,
I want to test the endurance of my teeth.
yeah.
So
Ended up throwing most of it away.
Yeah, when-
that sucks.
when I use mine, mine's like I think it can do like a 12-inch. I think it's about 14 inches wide.
Yeah.
They give you very little room in those things to do anything
Right.
in the first place.
Right.
But a huge thing is the dough you use. Like, so you're buying pre-made dough from Aldi. It's not meant for a wood-fire pizza stove, or I'm sorry, a wood-fire pizza oven.
Yeah.
And I have done the pre-made stuff, and every time I cooked it, even watching it to where it like looks like it's good, you pull it out and the inside's kind of raw. Like
So what
where
is
the
that? Is
dough's a
there
little thicker.
like a stabilizer or something in the dough?
No,
or
so
something?
you want to use like a higher protein dough, like a bread dough, or like a double O dough, and those just kind of handle the heat a little bit better, so they can stay in there a little bit longer without burning.
Okay.
So
Like I can whip up a dough. I can.
Yeah,
that's
no,
easy enough. Like the day before, and then.
and you know you're making wood fire pizzas, so it's like a Neapolitan style for the most part, which we love Neapolitan pizza.
Right.
Pitch Out San Giorgio's in Milwaukee is fantastic for wood fire pizza. They're like I think one of the only, at least they were one of the only like Neapolitan like certified places in southeast Wisconsin.
Wow.
There might be
Where is
one
that
in
place?
Madison. It's in Milwaukee.
Okay.
I don't remember if it's like near like Michigan Street or something like that, somewhere right around there, downtown. And one other thing I've learned doing that is you have to make sure you feed the pellets in, like, you know, like if you get it hot, and then once it's hot and going, then you feed it again with pellets, and I let it sit.
Yeah.
And then I put the pizza in, and then once that pizza's done, I'll instantly throw, if I'm cooking two, I'll instantly throw in another set of pellets to let it get hot again.
Yeah. And that I did. I did
And-
like 3 rounds at least.
Yeah.
Pellets, but,
And that kind of keeps it like all temperature. I can normally do like one turn per pizza, and it's about 2 minutes tops for.
Yeah.
It takes about 2 minutes.
okay. Like what
Like-
temp? Or what do you try to keep?
Mine can go. I think I've checked it with a gun, and it's always between 750 and 900.
Okay.
Mine goes up to like can
That's
get up
about
to like
right.
900 degrees. Yeah.
Yeah. Just trying to get it out of there. And the ingredients are falling everywhere.
Yeah.
And the dog is out there with
And
me. And he's
that's-
just eating it. And
That's one other thing I noticed, because when you're doing that, that style pizza with that style dough, it's really hard to put a lot of toppings on it. I think that style of pizza is better for like a margarita or pepperoni or
Okay.
maybe just like one
Keep it
topping.
light.
Keep it light. When you have like a thinner dough that kind of
Yeah.
style pizza is. Obviously, you can cook a little thicker dough in there.
Right.
You make whatever you want. You can make bread in those things, and it supposedly
Yeah, sure.
turns
It's
out pretty
just
well.
Just a hot
Yeah.
environment. I mean, yeah. But,
I thought you might have a hard time, throwing the pizza, because the first few times I've ever done that, they turned into calzones, and it was most of the time I was doing it in my oven. And and then even when I did it in my wood fire pizza oven, I keep saying stove. All of a sudden, like the toppings all slide off of it,
Yeah.
and then in there,
yeah.
So
And there isn't a whole lot of room to work. I mean, you've
No,
got
there's
an inch on
not.
either side or whatever to kind of move this thing. And
I've learned to like kind of like pull it right before I go to throw it on, just to make sure it's
Yeah.
loose.
Yeah.
And I'll do like the cornmeal or the semolina flour underneath
Yeah,
it.
that
That's
I
a little
did.
little
That I-
ballier.
that I did. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's at 5-10 minutes, it doesn't make a difference what you right.
when you leave a pizza in there forever, it's like getting drunk and throwing in a frozen pizza at 2:00 in the morning.
And I don't know. I've never done the wood fire pizza. I've never done like that. It sounds like a slightly bigger pain in the ass than the return.
I would beg to differ. Once you get good at it, because like now I can just make them and do them without.
If you get the flavor and you get the bubble,
Yeah,
you
the-
kind
the-
of char on the bubble, like the top of the bubble or whatever.
the crust that's cooked on the stone with the wood fire, like you can't replicate that in your oven. There's just
Yeah.
that.
It's flavored by the smoke.
Yeah,
A
it
little bit.
It's like the guys that do freezer pizzas on their grill.
Yeah. Well, I thought that's how I might practice on this thing, is just get some buy 10 for 10 like
Yeah.
tombstones and just see.
Those
what I
would
can do
probably
with
be
that.
pretty interesting to do in there. I've never
Yeah.
cooked anything other
You
than.
should have started with
not
that
gonna-
instead
yeah.
of $35 worth of
I've always made my
premium
own dough.
ingredients.
You spend a half hour prepping all this stuff, cutting this veggies, and
I always made my own
let's
dough,
go destroy it.
except for one time when we had a party and I made like 20 of them.
Yeah.
and that was I bought pre-made dough, and they were as I said, they were a little bit gummy in the crust because it's not meant for cooking at that temperature. And I bought 00 flour once, but it was made for in-house ovens.
Okay.
So it's like, it still wasn't good for 900 degrees,
It's just finicky.
Yeah. And now I bought like this guy I know online, he cooks, he's called like Pizza, his name, Matt Pizza, or Pizza Matt. And he cooks like wood-fired, he probably cooks like one a day,
for life.
or a bunch on a weekend. He's just always cooking them. He's cooking other things in there. And he's got one of them new Gosneys that are like, $1,500.
Oh, yeah.
And he recommended this dough to me, so I bought that. Or I'm sorry, not dough, the flour.
Mm-hmm.
I bought that. I don't even know if I've used it or not yet, but I bought it on his recommendation.
Okay.
It's sitting up in my cabinet. I'll take a picture of it and send it to you.
Yeah.
So that you
Put
can
it
get
in
it.
show notes. We don't have those.
Show notes? Oh, yeah.
We'll catch it in post.
I'll remember when I dig up in the cabinet. I'll be like, oh, yeah, I was going to send Dave that.
Yeah, I don't think I've used a pre-made pizza crust in, I don't know, over 5 years.
Yeah.
And it was only because when I was making, I think I was making them for WrestleMania or something. I was making just a crap load. And
did you get the bubbly things that are packaged?
no,
or did you
not
get, like, the dough
like
balls?
not those, but like
Those
I would
things are
always just get like
garbage,
the
man.
raw ones from like Pillsbury or whatever.
Yeah.
And
those are different, too. Like,
and they taste
So those
funky.
are frozen or something?
well, they
Or
have
are
those.
It comes in like a biscuit container.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you kind of push
And-
it out into the corners.
Are they kind
and
of sweet?
A little.
Is that the problem?
Yeah.
And they taste. There's like a weird funk to them.
There
like,
is.
I can't explain what it is, but like I couldn't find any, so I'm like, well, screw it. I know I can make dough, so I looked it up, and I've never gone back because for the cost of yeast and everything else that I already have in my cupboard, it's like
Oh, yeah.
a tenth of
Easy,
the cost,
and it turns out way better.
oh yeah,
It does.
Yeah. Like I always do bread in the Dutch oven.
Yeah.
And like my whole thing with pizza is, to me, it's a thing that I put some prep work into, but then later on when it's cooking, it's like I can forget about it until it's done. That's just why I think
Can't
that.
forget about it with a wood fire.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I think the
what
wood
I
fire
thought.
sounds like a pain in the ass.
This was
It's
my
like-
paradigm. This was my paradigm making pizza my whole life. It's in the oven now.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
time to make a cocktail.
Yeah, you make a cocktail and you relax, and you don't think that you gotta go, turn it like a freaking steak or something.
Yeah, I turn mine about once, like 45 seconds to a minute in. I give it a little rotation and a
Okay.
full 180,
Yeah.
and it cooks just fine. You could
Alright.
probably quarter turn it,
Yeah. Sure.
but they tell you to put the lid back on it to keep that heat in there.
Right.
And a lot of the times when I make sure I put the lid back on it and check it after a minute, it's even cooking on that other side pretty well.
Okay.
Still want to rotate it, but
Yeah. Well, next
yeah.
time I'll put it up on a table.
Yeah, that would be
And,
my number one thing. And then just watch. You have to babysit that.
It's like, don't get me
obviously,
wrong, I really like wood fire pizza.
yeah.
Like what Delafield Brewery or whatever has like awesome wood fire pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you do
Delphi
it all
Brew
day
House.
and you systematize it and you've got everything, all your mise en place
Yeah.
right in front of you, then maybe, of course you can spit those things out and it's no big deal.
Yeah. But like what you were probably doing this at like 9 o'clock on a Friday.
By the time
or-
I was done, by the time I was wrapping it up, I was so pissed, and I just
Like, how long does it take this oven to heat up? It takes like a half hour or something
Yeah.
like that to get it
yeah.
going.
We probably got
and,
home and started prepping stuff at like 6:30, and by 9 o'clock, I'm
Yeah.
scraping shit off the
Yep.
stone, and
That's the worst. It's like the stones, like you can't. Half those things are like proprietary to whatever you have, so it's like, oh, what are you gonna do with it?
Like
I just flip it over and use
Yeah.
the other side until I have
No,
to
it's
flip it
seasoned.
over again.
no, it's seasoned.
I think I got rid of I had a pizza stone for like the oven.
I hate them.
I got rid of it. I hate it. I'm like, everything that I make, I don't make round pizzas. Everything I make is like rectangular because that's just the bigger pans
That's
that I
the
use.
OCD. Yeah.
Because well, whenever I'm making pizza, it's
It gets
generally
square.
large groups, so I'm always making large amounts of pizza.
I asked for Christmas last year. I asked for a Lloyd's pan, and a Lloyd's pan is like a blue steel, like Detroit style pizza pan. So
okay.
the thicker crust. And that's a good winter pizza. A little bit heavier on the carbs, but
Yeah.
you get some. They use what's that? Brick cheese, which is like Wisconsin brick cheese on it, and some mozzarella, and
I like the oilier crust that Detroit gets, and I don't know how to do it.
it's butter.
But yeah, it's like a high butter crust, and it's just
Yeah.
delicious.
They brush it like.
No,
no,
put,
it's
I
like
put-
it in the crust. Like you can like cut it, and it's like saturated.
Yeah, so when I make it, obviously you oil the pan, but then I'll put tabs of butter all the way around the outside of it, and that helps brown the crust and melt the cheese into the edges, and so a little butter around the edges gives it that good crust flavor.
The Detroit pizza.
This has been how to gain 75 pounds in 6 months.
Hey,
That's
I made a lot of pizza.
Detroit pizza is delicious at like 1 a.m. because like every place is open still.
Yeah, and Jet's Pizza is pretty good. They're in Waukesha. They make Detroit style.
Okay.
Actually, it's for at home. It's probably one of the best frozen pizzas that I ever buy. It's called Motor City Pizza. It's just Detroit style. It comes in its like own cardboard pan.
Yeah,
Okay.
But it cooks pretty well in there. You can get them at Sam's Club and Costco. I don't know if you can buy them at Walmart.
Woodman's would be my guess.
You might be able to
they've
get them
got
at
everything.
Woodman's. Yeah. But those are probably one of the better frozen pizzas that I've ever bought.
Okay.
Motor City?
Yeah, it's called Motor City Pizza. They're Detroit style.
Probably run into Costco on Friday. I'll take a look.
Yeah, they're there. They're in 2-packs. I think the ones that we were getting at Costco were there's a 3-meat and there's like a pepperoni. And I thought you could only find like the pepperoni ones at Costco, and then we found it was either at Walmart or Sam's Club. We got the 3-meat.
Okay.
Detroit has a pizza vending machine. I can't remember what corner it's on, but like right downtown, there's like a frickin' it's like those. What's that coffee? You know what I'm talking about? There's one over in Brookfield, like right by like the Aldi and Best Buy.
I don't go there.
It's it's basically like a giant vending machine, but it looks like a small hut.
I know what you're talking about.
It's
I don't
all
know what
automated.
called. Yeah.
And there's a place that actually does, like, you can walk up in Detroit and punch in on like the on the touchpad and build a pizza, and it
Like by the slice, or do you get a whole
no,
thing?
you get a whole pie, and it like it's all automated. It's like this giant conveyor thing inside, and it dumps all the ingredients, and it'll kick out within like 5 minutes a freaking fresh pie.
And
That's
you
awesome.
being in the vending industry somewhat,
Yeah.
how confident are you in the ingredients?
And as long as I would imagine that it has a health safety lock, because like even our coolers that we use for like our micro markets, which are pretty much replacing vending machines, they have like if the power goes out or it drops below or above like 45 degrees for over 30 minutes, it'll automatically lock the door out. So I'd imagine that it would have something to that extent. You would hope that would shut the thing down, so
And
you're
then
not
how
eating
often-
like.
How often would a tech go and replace that stuff? Like, say there's still like there's nothing technically wrong with it. We didn't get a flag, but all
they're
this
out of pepperoni.
pounds of cheese are still sitting here.
So interesting enough, we have like Smart Soda and like Soda Streams, like the commercial lines of them, and like Bevy. They actually are hooked up by either 5G or Wi-Fi, and they like we get all of our we actually get readouts of like levels of CO2, levels of syrups, and like flavors, and all of that we can see in real time. So
Okay.
we can see when we're like 10% left, and then we like will automatically order and
that's
take
like-
that burden off the customer.
Well,
That's
that's
like
as
what-
that's as it naturally gets dispensed. But what about just perishables sitting there?
Just sitting there.
Yeah.
Oh, like when it expires,
like
yeah,
these.
I'm
So
sure
even
they're-
that,
yeah.
like our flavoring that we put into like a Bevy machine, you punch in, and this is based on the user to actually put in the correct expiration date.
Yeah.
But you're punching the expiration date, and then if it passes the expiration, it'll close out that item. So you would hope on like a pizza vending machine that when it's 6 o'clock in the morning, they fill up the pork sausage
Yeah.
that they're not putting in 2 days from now, so it's staying
Right.
a couple days past.
Yeah, it's just on the
So-
quick trip roller on the inside.
Man, I saw the blackest
dogs.
hot dog I have ever seen at Quick Trip the other day. It must have been rolling for 10 hours. That thing was it looked crispy.
And they're good about keeping up with their stuff. It must have
Generally,
been
this one was on the back of the rollers, so they must have just missed it.
I like how you brought up the micro market.
Yeah.
That's a good health trend because there's salads and stuff in those, correct? Yeah.
Are those like the things you see at the airport that don't they have
Yeah,
those in
they
there
have
where you're-
them. They have
Yeah.
them in so my office building at work has one.
Oh, do you?
My mom would get salads and
Okay.
I think you can get yogurt parfaits
Yeah.
and stuff in them.
Yeah, we have parfaits, we have
She
fresh
had
sandwiches.
one then at her work. It's just in the hallways, like a vending machine, like he's
Yeah.
talking about.
And all of our food comes from Green Bay and it's delivered daily.
Yeah, and that stuff is, a great replacement for vending machine food in my eyes.
Yeah, sure.
It's obviously probably expensive. But,
Yeah, but instead of
I've
just
never bought out of it.
instead of a long shelf life, burger, they actually got you can get a ham sandwich on a pretzel roll or whatever, and granted, you're gonna spend $9, but
Yeah.
it's convenience and it's there for you.
Yeah.
That's
What do they have? Like you said, like salads and probably hard boiled eggs or something.
yeah.
And,
Yeah.
yeah, that's preferable.
Yeah, it's all upscale, slightly healthier stuff.
Yeah.
Somebody's making money on that because lettuce doesn't cost that much.
Sure.
And we're we stay pretty up on trends in that, and we have protein packs, cups of cheese, nuts, and all that stuff that's
Protein has been the marketing buzzword
Yep.
for about 5 years now,
Yep.
as far as I can tell.
yeah,
They just stuff everything full of protein.
Well, as long as it's meat of some sort, people are thinking it's going to be high in protein. So you got these
Yeah.
guys chowing down 10 Slim Jims a day from us.
Yeah,
because it's
so
protein.
Because you got 5,000 milligrams of sodium.
Have
with
you
that
ever
mix.
wrung one of those out? It's a
Run one
Slim
of them
Jim.
out?
A wrung one.
No.
If you
no.
chew on one and then spit out all the oil, it is
God.
so disgusting. I can't imagine if I eat a couple bites without doing that, I feel my guts just bubbling.
Slim Jim is also the bottom of the barrel.
Mel buys those
Stick, but-
Sims from
Yep.
Aldi, and they're I would say they're slightly better than Slim Jims.
Yeah, and especially the turkey
But-
ones. I don't mind the turkey
Yeah.
ones.
But man,
Those chomps are
those,
pretty good.
Yeah, we buy those too.
yeah.
But those Sims are just kind of gross to me. They remind me of Slim Jims.
Mm-hmm. My favorite that was out, and I think they stopped making them because they couldn't keep them shelf stable, was it Clements? Oh, it was one
They
of
had
the
those
big
little bites.
one of the big sausage people. They did a ham stick, and it was so good, but half of the box would be gray because I just don't think they got their packaging down.
Okay.
Because we were stealing a whole bunch of them and sending them back to the factory for improper packaging. Yeah. And
Is that hard to do? I don't know why that
I
would
don't
be
know.
harder to do than a beef stick.
What's kind of gross, but yet if they wanted to be pitched on the show, I would have no problem doing it at all.
Reach out.
reach out to us.
At gmail.com.
I'm obviously I'm forgetting the name right now. I started taking
Oh, that's
mushroom.
no good. Now
Mushroom
nobody
stuff.
knows.
No, it's I think it's called King What the guy does it in the industrial park in Eagle. They're half the calories. They're sold at the gas stations there. They're called King something or another.
what are we talking about?
Beef sticks.
Oh, beef sticks.
King Arthur. I think they're called King Arthur.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
King Arthur. But he's local and
He's local. He's the guy that's got the Humvee that rolls around town in Eagle.
And he,
boy.
are you
Sounds
talking,
like
does
a-
he sell that
sounds like he
exclusively,
has
or is it
taste.
the vending guy? Because there's a vending guy over there.
No,
too.
he makes it.
I think
it's not King
Carlisle
Arthur.
Vending's back there. Not pitching anyone,
No, you.
especially not over Pavlik Vending. That pays my bills.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, it's all good. Yeah, so I gotta be up at 4:30 tomorrow.
Oh, God.
It's fine. That's why I'm drinking coffee now, just so I stay up. No, but
King
So I
Caliber.
crash at 2.
I was
well,
close.
I don't even have to drive. I don't think. A guy threw his back out, so I got to ride with him and do all the heavy lifting.
Oh.
He'll probably drive.
You're the grunt.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what
you can
I am.
sleep in the car.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's King Caliber beef sticks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're the guy. I think they make them right in the industrial park there in Eagle. That's where the address is, anyways. I've stopped there because you could buy. They would sell. I don't know if they always do it, but I went there and I bought like 15 pounds of ground beef for like $2 or $3 a pound. It was
Holy
super
crap.
cheap.
Jeez.
I think they just bought too much for their product and they needed to unload it before
How
it
was it?
expired or something. You know,
Was it like 50 degree, like 60 degrees, and sitting in the back of a
no,
truck?
it was all frozen, but it had a weird flavor to it.
60-40.
But I also have that weird flavor when I eat their beef sticks, so I don't
Yeah.
know. They're just, but they're half
They're
half the
weird.
calories.
Yeah.
Where are they saving the calories on meat?
Well, they're putting some kind of filler in
Well,
it.
it's the Chinese newspapers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're just stuffing it full of wood pulp and
It's got something else in it, but
Yeah.
they're
You just cut it with
Yeah.
baby food, and then
Yeah.
it's... So it must be all molded or something, right? Like you're not getting a hunk of meat. You're getting
no,
like
it looks like a normal
molded
beef
thing.
stick. It's cased. They're
yeah.
Okay.
they're adding some kind of filler in.
And what do they case it in? Like the standard pig intestine, or
Because if you're
God, I hope
saving
so.
calories there, you're cutting protein too.
which is what we're looking for.
Right.
We
that's what
start
you
with
want. I need
premium
20
grain-fed
grams.
black Angus beef that is naturally aged to give our beef sticks a distinctive flavor and quality like none other. The meat is then double ground and mixed with our own special seasoning blend. We use the
very
finest ingredients
meat-like.
available. Blah 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 blah. Once the meat is seasoned,
So they pride themselves on grain fed. That's their selling point.
Just about everything is grain fed, though.
I mean, but generally your selling point is like grass fed.
yeah, or grass finished or something like
Yeah.
that. But yeah, everything's basically grain fed.
yeah, those animals that are eating grass still probably they're eating grain too because they're
Or grain
grass can be
finished or
grain.
something.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Like corn fed cows. Like it's like force fed to them because their stomachs like
I,
just tumor and cyst up
Ugh.
from corn.
And I wouldn't say the beef sticks are bad. As I said, like I still buy them every now and then.
I
But
haven't.
you can just tell that they're not like 100% beef stick. There's something else in them.
Yeah.
And you notice it.
yeah.
Well, all they have to say is we use 100% beef, even if they're only using 60% of it.
Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah, right.
Like McDonald's burgers are
beef is in
100%
there?
beef.
What beef is in there is 100% beef.
Yep.
yeah.
60% of the time, it works
You
every
buy it.
time.
Well, that was kind of fun.
Wasn't
There you
it?
go. On some.
Opened up with a topic. How
I
about
bought
that?
Ran 30 minutes on Dave's
Well,
fucked up
since
pizza.
we're talking about food and beef, we bought from Aldi like 1 pound Wagyu beef packages.
Okay.
I made burgers with it tonight.
Did you like the Wagyu? Did you like that better
Well,
than...
normally with
anything
ground
else?
beef, it's kind of like a gimmick
Yeah.
because it's
You're
just
still
more-
getting the cheapest part of that animal.
Yeah, I mean it's just fattier beef. They didn't really like overproduce a lot of fat though. It was good.
Okay.
I was thoroughly impressed with the flavor of it.
Sure.
You know, and they vacuum seal it, so it was good for like another like week or two. Which
Okay.
normally when you buy, beef at Pick and Save,
If
every
you're
time
not-
I buy beef at Pick and Save and I wait 2 days to make it when I pick up my
you're
order.
using it or you're freezing it that day.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah, it's gross. It
Yeah.
used to never be that way.
And it's like, I'm pretty sure that they ink their meat at Pick and Save and Metro Market and that.
To where it keeps a redder hue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like,
Because that can't all be oxidation.
we got our groceries delivered last week, and we bought like one of their 3 pound packages or something like that. Or
Okay.
no, I don't remember what it was. It was like $20 worth of beef.
Yeah.
And I waited. I cooked it. I was going to cook it on Thursday. So we got it on Monday or Tuesday. I don't remember. So within 3 days of getting it, it smelled and it was already expired a day. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
like they give you like 2 days to cook this when you buy it.
Yeah.
But that's what they do. The chicken's that way too. And it's like,
Yeah,
I
sure.
can't, I'm not cooking all of the stuff in 2 days.
Yeah.
I'm not prepping all of my food. And maybe I should start doing that.
Yeah, maybe.
But I'd
See, I
rather,
don't even think about it. I mean, if we...
yeah,
as
you
soon as we
don't.
get a pack of, like a 5 pound pack of beef or whatever, it's like I'm parsing it out and putting it in the freezer and,
Well, and I'll
don't
do
even
that with
bother
like
with
the
it.
3 pounds or the whatever.
Yeah.
You know, or we're making 2 meals that week. One, you know, half of it, and one the other half.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'll freeze it, or I'll do whatever. It depends.
If it's sitting more than overnight, I freeze it. That's just my mentality, and then I pull it out. Like I could be using it in 2 days, but I'll still freeze it just because I'm stuck in that. It'll be that much fresher.
Yeah, well, and I'm learning that it's like what you need to do now. I don't know what happened because I know I didn't have to do this 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I could buy meat from the store even. Well, when COVID was around and they were doing all of those pickups and all that kind of stuff, they were giving you like the freshest they could to try getting you to use that program.
Okay.
And now that it's, you know, COVID's gone.
They're resting on their laurels, and they're just,
Yeah, well, they're just having, you know, 15-year-old kids wander around the store and grabbing whatever.
yeah.
You know, they aren't looking at dates. They don't give
Yeah.
a crap.
Is, it,
Oh,
well,
that's
is that
right,
how
you
you're
do
shopping?
grocery pickup, right?
Yeah, a lot of times we do pickup.
Oh, all right.
Obviously, when I go into the store, I look at the dates.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, we'll do the pickup, and it's been awful.
Okay.
I'm-
Don't let kids do your shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I hate the shoppers in the stores that like the ones that like will like I've never noticed how rude employees are until they've like started like the store shoppers like that, like doing all the like home delivery, because like you'll go to like Walmart or you know wherever and they'll like cut right in front of you and have their stupid carts like take up the entire aisle. And I don't know, my mentality and you know even with work and all that is I shouldn't be in anyone's way.
Yeah,
You know, I should
right.
be doing my best to let them go on their normal day while I figure out how to do my job
Yeah.
around them.
Well, yeah, because ultimately
Courtesy.
the customer in the store is still your bread and butter.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's how many. I don't know what fraction or what percentage they take in from in-store shoppers. Maybe a lot.
It's a lot. It's a
Maybe
lot
all the-
more than the pickup. I can because now, like when I
Okay.
go there and when we picked up, let's say during COVID, I mean, obviously there was like almost every spot was filled almost all the
Yeah.
time. And now when I go there might be one other car. You know, sometimes a lot of times
I've
I'm the
never
only one
used it.
doing it, and there's
Yeah.
50 cars in the parking
Yeah.
lot. So
I've never used it. I'm gonna when I'm in Florida. We're gonna do a grocery delivery to our hotel
perfect. Yeah.
because we're not getting a car or anything. But I've never done it, so I'm
Yeah. Well,
trying to.
Even during COVID, I would walk around the store, I'd choose to go in, and I'd just have a cup near my mouth so I didn't have to wear a mask.
Right?
No, I'm sipping. Thank you.
Well,
It was just something to do. Just go wander around Walmart.
Hey, I think I'm gonna bother some people.
I totally needed to come and buy a new USB cable
Start
right
wheezing
now.
in the aisle.
you know, Tiny Timmit. Oh, that's gonna be a joke for a while. I hope. Cool. Well,
So that trip to Florida, yours? That's when? That's a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, it's leaving the.
March.
We technically leave the 27th of February, but we don't fly out until the 28th. But I got a hotel. We're flying out of O'Hare, so I've got a hotel with the Park Sleep Fly or program where they keep your car for your entire trip. You ever done that?
Oh, no.
No.
Yeah, I like it better than parking at the. I've always just done that instead of parking at the airport.
Okay.
So,
And you
so
park at the
explain this.
hotel, you stay overnight, and then they shuttle you the next morning, and
Sure.
then your car just stays on their lot the entire time under
Okay.
surveillance and all that. And I've never had an
How much
issue.
per day to keep your car there?
It's pretty much minuscule because our 2 nights. I'm trying to think. I think we're staying at the beginning of the trip and at the end of the trip just because I don't feel like driving home at 10:30 at night from Chicago.
Yeah.
But I think it was like $350 for the 2 nights for stays.
Okay.
So whatever that comes to for a stay in a hotel plus
Plus
parking
the
your
parking.
car for
That's not bad.
9 days.
Yeah, that's really
And they
not bad
shuttle
at
you
all.
and everything.
So I mean, that's $175 for the hotel a night.
Yeah.
But with all of that parking, that's worth it.
And
what
the
is-
shuttle in the morning and they don't
Well,
have to stick
what's the
around.
cheap lot at MKE now?
Is it what we always do, the fast park and ride or something like that? The green shuttle?
Yeah, so you're out in one of the lots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
And then they shuttle you in. And
It's like
I want to
$3 a day or something.
we'll be away for 5-6 days, and it'll be $70 maybe.
Yeah.
By the end of it, whatever that comes out
So
to.
like $8-9 a day.
Yeah.
Because I think whenever I went for work, I used to travel a lot for work, and I think the structure, we'd always park in the structure. Like,
Yeah.
I think it was $15 to $18. I think it was like
Wow.
$15 when I started, and then I got up to like $18.75. It might even be a little bit more.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, I'm just spitballing here, but yeah, my work pays for something like that. It's like they don't.
So you reimburse or get reimbursed, or
Yeah, I got reimbursed.
or do you get the company card and then go to
I
the
got
you
the
get to
card.
lose it in Atlanta.
I got the card, but then yeah, well, I did. I lost that. Well, I lost my whole wallet, but that sucked because it's like to fly back home, I had to have my passport sent to me like overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the hotel, and it's like your passport. It feels like it's like a holy grail piece of. It's like your Social Security card that you
Right.
don't necessarily really. Well, I suppose people ask for it, but it's like I can't lose that.
Right.
And then because when that happened, actually, it was when I moved from Waukesha to my parents' house in between us buying this house. So it was like trying to find it, like in the move with all of our stuff. I'm like, thankfully, I think I had it either in my small little safe or in Mel's jewelry box or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a pain.
Yeah.
We keep all our stuff in a safe in the office that is always unlocked because nobody knows the combination and nobody cares to learn how to set it. So
Mine has a com and a key, and we all have keys. Or Tristan and I do. But yeah, because we're flying out of O'Hare. I didn't want to dick around with it. It's just for whatever reason, it's like I don't know. I want to say it's at least 25% cheaper to fly out of Chicago than it is Milwaukee.
wow. Okay.
And I could not find. I don't know. My big deciding factor was I could not find a direct flight out of Milwaukee.
You can't.
Everything was connecting.
Yeah. You're always
And-
going to Atlanta or whatever.
Yeah.
And
I didn't want to. I want a direct flight, and I can get that from O'Hare.
right.
And I don't want to freaking drive down there at 3 a.m. to get my.
So was it
6:30
direct
flight.
and cheaper than flying?
It was
from
direct and
Milwaukee?
cheaper from O'Hare. Now, granted, I'm paying extra to stay down there and everything.
Sure.
But yeah,
still.
it is cheaper out of O'Hare.
I'd rather sit on one plane than two.
Yeah.
I would pay
Yeah.
the extra money.
Well, and
Yeah.
the stress alone with making your connecting flight.
Well,
Like,
especially
did I
if you
leave
stop
my
in Atlanta, that's an enormous airport.
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
running. You've got a tram in the middle of the thing.
And,
you're
like,
running
they
from
used to
gate
they
gate.
used to be horrible at whoever your travel thing was, unless you set it up yourself.
Well, like,
But we used a program for our work,
okay.
Yeah.
and it was almost every single time our layovers were like 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. That's American Airlines was
You're
like,
sliding into the terminal. Just
well, American Airlines, like when I was booking, they were selling me on when I was booking, like selling like, congratulations, you scored a 15-minute layover, and I'm like, and I asked them, I'm like, is that short? And they're like, oh God, yes. You at least want like an hour because
Yeah.
if there's a delay and
You can do about 30 minutes in most airports if you walk fast.
yeah. So they take care of your luggage on a layover, right? They
Yeah,
like
yeah.
automatically transfer.
yeah. Ideally, that's
So Atlanta,
Because we're checking luggage.
yeah.
Chicago, Atlanta and Chicago, it takes you about a half hour to get anywhere in both of them.
Okay, I believe it.
Dallas Fort Worth is about the same. Those are most of the hubs that I would normally fly into outside of Milwaukee, but you're not doing a connecting flight in Milwaukee.
The Orange County airport, like everything's separated by tram. Like in the airport, so like to get to any terminal, it's like you got to get on like
Get on a tram.
get a tram.
Yeah.
And,
Well, that's how it is at Atlanta.
is it okay?
Yeah. So like, but it could take you 10 minutes to walk down the one gate,
Yeah.
and then
Being
you have to
herded
wait for
like
a tram, which I think they're like every 30 seconds there, 30 seconds to a minute.
Okay.
So as I said, you can 30 minutes is about the smallest layover you want.
Yeah.
You can do about 20 to 25 minutes if you walk fast.
But yeah, I'm like,
But much longer than that too, and it just eats up your travel day. And it's like, if I have 2 hours in the airport, it's okay.
Well, then,
I can get something to eat.
then
and
you
can-
sit on the plane for a half hour.
Yeah, right.
it's like I wanted the flight. I got the flights I wanted, where I had the early on the first day and late on the second day, because we're coming back on a Saturday, so we have the whole Sunday to recoup. Because I learned that because I generally didn't vacation like that, and I'm coming home at like 9 o'clock the night before I got to go back to work.
Yeah. You need a vacation from your vacation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I am not I've been told by everyone in my family that I am not a relaxing person to vacation with. Because like when we do like the trips like we did in the last couple of
One of
years,
those, you got to be doing something every minute of every
yeah,
day.
the road trips that we do, like literally, like I'll plan out stops, and I'm like, okay, cool. It's only 6 hours from like Buffalo to like this spot in New England, and we can make the park if we leave at like 3 a.m. We'll make it there by opening. It'll be great.
Holy hell.
That's how I vacation.
Yeah, that's not how I vacation.
No, not at all.
I-
I want to
I-
get where
and
I'm
we, like-
going and park myself and have a bar and
That's the thing.
sit by
Like,
the pool.
You're
I
gonna fly
know-
to a different state to sit in a bar.
That's the thing. Like
on a beach.
on trips like that, like I don't think I had one drink on our last vacation. I don't
Good
think
on
I
ya.
had one.
That's how I
think
vacation
Trista had
days.
one at
That's
Cedar
not how
Point.
Mel vacations.
What?
Is she a busybody too?
She wants to be, I mean, she wants to. I get it. Like, I can sit on a beach for 7 days and have a drink in my hand and just watch the sun rise and the sunset.
Like this is a
Mel
this-
get bored.
besides like the theme park and everything. This is out of my zone of how I normally vacation. I just don't go to one, like, except for camping. That is the only time I go to one place and then don't really leave a whole. Except camping, you get your town days and all that. But like,
Well, see, all right, yeah, there's stuff to do. There's always, wherever you are, you can kind of explore your little area. It's
You
fine.
can walk, you can
Like
swim, you
Yeah.
can cook.
You have your activity day, bumming around town day. You go
you're
like
talking
window
about like
shopping.
going to Mexico, right?
Yeah, Mexico or like Tennessee.
Yeah.
Every time we do this,
Yeah.
and then you have your relaxing like
We went to
beach day or whatever.
See, I'm a nervous person. I don't like sitting still because I feel like I'm wasting my life away. I need to get up and get that experience every minute.
we went to Cozumel for my buddy's
You
wedding.
need cocaine, is what you.
I was standing up at my buddy's wedding. We went to Cozumel for, I can't remember. I think we went for 7 days, and they had an itinerary that was beautiful. No, it was awesome that they did this because they covered they had something scheduled all day long on every single day for anybody to do.
Okay.
They rented jet skis.
And you could pick and choose.
You
right?
could
Like,
pick
you
and
don't
choose.
have to-
They had some things that they were doing like on Tuesday we did
You gotta go.
we
watch
did that
them get
tequila
married.
tour, which I brought that bottle of tequila down. We can try at some point in time.
Oh yeah, sure.
So we drove around the island that day. We went to the tequila place on the backside of the island. They make like fresh mojitos
Yeah.
where they like pulp grind the mint. It's like half mint in this cup, but it's so delicious. You hit up all the bars around the the island.
Yeah.
They rented a bus and that
There's
was
good bars
it
over
was a
there,
great
yeah.
time. You could paraglide. They had jet skis. I mean, it was just a fantastic time. But you were doing something almost every single day you were there
Yeah.
instead of just sitting by the pool and drinking a drink. And we did
Yeah.
that too, but it was like we got an hour to do this. It was relaxing in the morning and in the in the evenings and stuff too. But it was just like every day there was something for
Yeah.
like 7 days straight. It was just
Yeah.
I like
oh
one
my
or two
God.
of those days, but I want to be able to like hit the street and find something interesting, like just walk into town and find like in Mexico, like somewhere, just find a 600-year-old church
Yeah.
and just look at it. It's 600 years old. That's incredible. Or go into a great little cigar bar and
Yeah.
talk to a guy. Or
There's got to be amazing cigar bars down there, but
yeah, I ran into there's a place and I can't remember the name of it. Some bodega place in Vallarta that some old white dude, some gringo ran the place, and he's got like the Rolex on his wrist and the whole thing, and
sure it was.
yeah. That's where I got my Rolex.
I was in
Sitting there hand wrapping some cigars, licking them, and then like handing you it.
I was in an
I got
antique
some good,
store the other day and saw
Romeo and Juliet is there.
saw a Rolex.
Yeah.
A Submariner.
Submariner, yes.
A Submariner, whatever.
That's close enough.
Yeah, close. It was a Rolex. No, I'm just going to mispronounce everything.
What's the Iron Maiden tune based on classic literature? Mariner's...
Rhyme in the Ancient
Rhyme-
Mariner.
Yeah, there you go.
But,
Same pronunciation.
okay. Makes sense now.
Good.
So it's not Rhyme in the Ancient Mariner.
Mariners.
I don't know anything else about it, but I didn't see a price where I'm like, the case it was in with all these other, like, knickknacks, I'm like, there is no way that's real.
You never know.
Did you pick it up? Did you look at it?
No, I
Did you
didn't.
check the dial and all the
I would-
No,
markings on
because
it?
I would've
it was in
looked
a
at it.
case, and I have to walk all the way to the other end. I can.
It's
It's
all right.
just
It's
right
worth a
in the common
Rolex.
walk.
That's worth a Rolex.
You want to go look at it? I'll tell you the exact case it's in.
Is it that thrift store by like Culver's there?
No, it's on the other end of town by
Okay.
like Great Clips. It's the Fox Lake Antique Mall.
Sure.
Just where you describe the location, I guarantee that's a real Rolex.
Yeah.
Right next to Great Clips. I was
But
at
no, it's a great antique store. If you've never been in there, I love
I
that
haven't.
place.
I like thrift shopping and
yeah,
those
that's
things.
fun.
And that's one of the antique malls that's like it's all collectibles, whether it's old 100-year-old antiques or God forbid stuff from our childhoods or in antique stores.
We got 2 Power Rangers from there.
I did.
That's
For
awesome.
cheap, like $4 altogether. I
Yeah.
think one was $1.50, the other one was $2.50.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I went in looking for watches because I'm looking for something. Don't know what, but
Last I was in at Barnes. There's a plug.
right?
Last I was
Barnes
over
Jewelers?
there. Barnes Jewelers in Oconomowoc.
What does he sell? Does he have watches there?
They have kinda okay. So they have like the jewelry store watches, like mall jewelry store type things, and I think they have Citizen, but they had a used Submariner in,
Oh.
which I looked at briefly. It's two-tone. Ugh.
Yeah.
And
This
it
one
was on consignment for like 15.
Yeah.
No.
I wouldn't even look at it because I'm not a fan of two-tone except
No.
for this guy,
No.
but except for
We'll
the
talk
one
about
I'm wearing.
Yeah. We'll talk about that.
I mean, obviously because Submariner I think starts at $10K.
Uh-huh.
I think like, and that would be the one I would buy, and that would be the
Yeah,
only
right.
one I would ever buy.
Be
A
the
black,
steel with the black bezel and
black
the black
steel,
Yeah.
whatever, $10K watch.
Yeah.
You know, that would be the end of it.
You'd have it and you'd put it in a box and it would hold its value forever, probably.
It'd probably
And,
go up in value.
And
They actually,
that's fine.
I haven't looked into it at all, but they're saying Rolex prices are coming down, but I doubt it. It was
Well,
probably some gimmicky clickbait.
The
something
theory
about
I
it.
had, all right, I actually had this conversation with I can't remember who, maybe Ryan or something. But I imagine that Rolex is to watch people as Fenders and Gibsons are to guitar people,
Sure.
in that it's the boomers that like them. And when they were in their prime earning years, that's when those prices would skyrocket on the secondary market or even the first-hand market, whatever.
Sure.
Retail. Now that they're kind of dying off and there's so many other things to look at, I mean, naturally that puts downward pressure on the prices of these vintage products that nobody really has an attachment to outside of me liking Roger Moore and a Rolex or whatever.
Sure.
You know, but, you know, if I'm going to spend money, I'm going to go to Omega or I'm going to go to XYZ watch,
Yeah.
even Grand Seiko, you know.
Yeah, I actually kind of I joked around about that earlier on our Instagram page. I think Teddy Baldessar. Did you watch that video I sent you
Yeah, I
with
probably
Kevin
did.
O'Leary? I think it was Kevin O'Leary. They were looking at like sub $1,000 watches or something like that.
Boy. Yeah, I vaguely remember it. That was like
There was
600 YouTube videos
yeah, it
ago.
was a while ago. He just posted a Grand Seiko today on Instagram, and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
I like Grand Seiko. That I don't know if you've ever seen that Nico Leonard. He's Austrian. He's some European thing. He's from a specific area, and he'd probably be pissed off if I was wrong about that. But But anyways, he hates them for some reason, or doesn't. I shouldn't say that hates them, but doesn't like
Hates
them.
Grand Seiko?
Yeah. And I don't know why, if he just thinks that they're overpriced for what they are. They're
I don't
beautiful
know.
watches.
For the engineering and they're totally made in-house.
Yeah.
They're great designs, and if you can get over Seiko being something of a entry-level brand or a utilitarian brand, I would say, in that, like if I'm actually going diving somewhere, I'm going to bring a Seiko instead of a Submariner.
Yeah, I mean, I would not want to.
Yeah, I don't want to
risk that.
scratch it up on coral.
But so Seiko is especially Grand Seiko. I'm sure all Seikos. They're the only brand that everything is in house.
Yeah.
So they make their movements.
Rolex, I think too.
Rolex too. One of the only. Rolex
Yeah.
is the other one. Technically, Tudor makes their movements, but they own Tudor.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
That's, on a technicality.
Yeah, but I mean they own it. I mean, but also now you're looking at Swatch, like.
Technically Swatch is making them for Swatch and also Omega probably.
Well, they're making Omega's movements. I don't know who is making Omega's new, all their new master chronometer movements. I don't know who's doing that. Their coaxial movements, or whatever you want to call them. If those are in-house or if there's some Swatch, I'm assuming there's some.
I'm sure
Swatch
it's collaborative. There's probably collaborative movements. And,
there's Swatch, Hamilton's. I think Swatch. I think Hamilton is. We should look up how many people under there.
Yeah, they were the quintessential American brand.
Yeah, and I would I could be wrong.
That's a scandal.
I could be wrong. Well, so who's the other one? Gruen was a American brand.
Yeah.
They did get bought out by some. They started doing everything Swiss because in that time, I think it was the 40s or 50s or whenever when they started moving taking their movements to Swiss.
Sure.
And that actually might have even been Hamilton. I might be mixing up Gruen and Hamilton. No. I think Hamilton, after X amount of years, started doing Swiss movements because everybody wanted Swiss movements.
What am I thinking of? Oh, I was just looking at these divers. CWC? Are they British?
IWC? Or
not IWC. CWC was the divers. Yeah. Like, I think those were used by the Royal Navy or something like that.
They were. And they have the little,
Yeah.
But
were they... I don't know. Were they Swiss? I don't know. I have no idea.
Seen them around. Eric's yawning over there.
No, I'm just tired.
Tell us about
Eric,
your watch.
Yeah, you were just...
No, I've just noticed that...
Two-tone monstrosity that you...
Right? I just noticed that my 7 o'clock marker came off and got lodged on my second hand.
Oh, no. You're going to Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll still be able to tell the time. But...
Right? I don't know what
it's
that
lodged
time
on the
is.
second hand?
No, it fell down to the bottom now. It's
now
down
it
by
fell
the
on the
6 o'clock.
bottom. But I noticed it wasn't moving, and I'm like, I know we just put a battery in that. Then I noticed, I'm like, what's that chunk stuck to it? And it was the hour marker.
And let me have it.
Okay.
Yeah,
do you still have the kit here?
I do.
Good.
In fact, I use it on Dave's watch.
All right.
Dave, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing my old Seiko that's now fixed. It had a broken day.
Mine was a Gruen, by the way. We just
finish
skipped
your
me.
thing.
No, it's a Gruen. It's my dad's GM technician watch.
Yeah, certified
And they sent them
Chevy
off with
technician.
Yep.
CCT.
The what?
It was the thought that counted.
Yep.
I guess.
It has a rotating bezel, which is just amazing for this watch. It's actually got a nice click,
It
too.
needs features. Put
It is,
more features on it.
It is 60 tick bezel.
Okay.
It is
What's the size of
unidirectional.
that thing, though? Would you take that diving, or
No. I wonder what the water resistance is.
maybe
on that.
36 mil or something?
Yeah, 30, 36, 37,
Maybe 38.
maybe.
Yeah, all right.
38.
With the crown.
I
bet
have
it's
found a
38.
watch that I'm looking for.
It is 3 atmospheres, which is about 10 feet. Or no, I'm sorry, 30 feet. 30 feet.
That was one time.
Don't go in the deep end of the pool. So
I think I look this up all the time, so I remember, and I keep forgetting. I think it's 30 feet.
What Atmos?
Yeah. I think it's 10
atmospheres
feet,
to
roughly 10 feet.
How many leagues is that? What's the watch you're looking at?
I want some variation of a World War II era A11.
A11,
which is the like the Air Force. My grandpa had
like a pilot
one.
watch.
What?
Yeah.
Like a pilot watch?
Yes.
That went dark.
No, of course it did.
Yeah.
I think I liked the
Great.
black back then, but
Okay. And who is that? What is that thing?
this is an Elgin.
I have an Elgin.
Do you?
Yeah.
Belova is another really nice
Yeah,
one.
Boliva's great.
Hamilton makes one.
Especially the old
Marathon
ones.
makes one. I had that one that my first mechanical watch that I ever bought was I mentioned it on here before, was post Vietnam era. I think it was like early 80s Hamilton, and I restored it or whatever. I cleaned up the case. I put new crystal in it. I took the movement apart and lubed it all up, except for the mainspring because I didn't have the tools to do that, and resold it for I should have probably held on to it. But it was like, I think it was 32 millimeter.
Okay.
I think they're
they're
tiny. Yeah.
I mean, I've been seeing like
If you
42 millimeter, 44
Okay.
for some of them.
Well, the pilot
not
watch.
for anything.
Well, you're talking about a
pilot-
field watch.
yeah,
Yeah, so
pilot
pilot
watch
watch
would
is
be
going to be
bigger.
big.
Yeah.
Okay,
I would even look at. Would you look at Timex? And
you just
take a
want
look,
something
like vintage Timex?
You just want something that looks like it, or do you?
No, I want to try and find an original.
Sure.
Who were the military watches? It was CWC. It was Hamilton. It was
Marathon. I don't know if Marathon made them way back then, but they make them till this day. They still make.
sure.
Hamilton does too.
Yeah, Dude, World War II. You're getting old.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Stuff.
I
might have a cost of ownership that is not worth it to you.
I just wish, because my grandpa had it, and I wish that it was still around, but I think it's one of those things that
Did you sell it for drugs?
I didn't sell it for drugs. I think he may have traded at the bar in a card game for like a camper or something.
Yeah, see, that thing looks great.
Yeah.
And so ultimately, it's a big pilot's watch with Arabic numerals, and
ticks.
am I getting
Most pilot watches nowadays have like the big arrow for the 12, which I don't actually care for. I don't even want one.
Yeah.
It's not my style. I wouldn't mind the style of that is like a field watch.
Mm.
So like Hamilton's like nowadays. There's another brand that makes a lot of field watches that starts with an L. Oh boy, I gotta look this up. Anyways,
Loris?
not Longines, not
Loris?
no,
I like a Loris though. I was looking at Loris's after we talked
That's
about
a Seiko brand. I
Yeah.
just found out.
Yeah, well, let's see. He's doing
we
his
talked
research.
about that last week.
Oh, did you?
I was
don't know.
looking at a.
I saw Loris at the antique
chronograph.
store, and it was a
Oh, you
little.
did? What was
yeah.
it? Was it like a chronograph? I'm looking for one. Like a little. They're little quartz
think it had a-
chronos, like $100 on eBay.
Yeah, I think it was like 145 though.
Okay. Well, I like the
Same
pilot's
antique
watch.
store.
I like the pilot's watch for you. Breitling is a aviation.
And
type
I'm not in a
company, huh?
hurry to
Yeah.
find it
You're
either.
gonna spend
Exactly.
some money on it.
A Navi timer will cost you. I think.
I'm all about the chase. Like not in
Yeah,
a
right.
hurry to get it. I kind of just want to find it.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah.
I'm hitting up
That's
antique
half.
stores.
That's
and...
half the fun. Is the chase.
So,
Isn't
Dave,
that a
your
Motorhead
watch.
song?
It is. The chase is better than the catch.
Yeah. I was just thinking of I thought of Motorhead the other week because, or the other day rather, because I saw somebody playing a Rickenbacker bass.
Yeah.
And it was a thumbnail on a video, and they said this amazing Lemmy bass or something like that, and I didn't click on it. But I
It's-
thought of him at least.
6003.
Yeah.
Right, that was a series.
Yeah. Rickenbackers are such a pain to work on.
Oh my god.
They're
And they're a pain to
worst.
play. They hurt.
Yeah.
Like
And the fingerboard is lacquered. The frets are real small.
Yep.
And you need this special proprietary truss rod tool to work on them with. Anyway,
your
I'm wearing my
watch.
Seiko. The turtle. Will fixed the day complication, which was not working. It was out of.
It had
Out
a
of
it had
sync.
a broken
It was
date
retarded
wheel.
or something.
Yeah, it had a
In
broken
the proper
date
use of the word, it was like as in the timing of a
So, and to be 100% honest with you, I couldn't find the chunk that broke off, and I didn't want to take.
Still rattling around in there?
Yeah, I didn't.
All right. It's gonna gum something else up,
Yeah.
isn't it?
As soon as I would have had to like dig into it to try finding that part is about the time where I'd be just getting you a new movement.
Well,
and if for some reason it locks up on you, we can
you did the
revisit
least
that.
harm, and I appreciate it. He's got
Yeah.
a butterfly knife over there.
I do.
He looks like a Puerto Rican gangster.
Will, what are you wearing?
Pajama pants.
You still looking for your
Yeah, I'm just trying to
pilot
find that
watch
one
that starts with an
brand.
L?
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
How many of us bought a butterfly knife at Maxwell Street days?
That is actually like that one is.
I did the other year.
Yeah.
I just got mine like 2 years ago.
That one is like a two.
Carla's looking at like knockoff handbags
I,
and going and buying butterfly.
Yeah, right. And I got blood all over the kitchen practicing. But
That's like a name brand, like $200 butterfly knife.
it's a what?
It's like a. I don't even remember the name brand on it, but it's like a legit, like good one.
Oh, it
Like,
is?
It's like a $200 one.
Wow.
I mean, what? They probably can cost more than that, but
I bet. A
In
little
terms- in
ballad
ter-
song.
yeah.
Those were like what Filipino fishing knives because they needed something to when they were on the boat they would grab the fish and they needed a knife they could operate with one hand back
Oh, sure.
500 years ago or something and cut it up and
I'm
that's
gonna-
how that and then it looks flashy in action movies and so the bad guys all started using it.
I got my my G-Shock on.
Oh, you were talking about watches yet?
Yeah, well, I figured I'd throw it in there because I looked up at the time and thought that music might be starting soon.
It's coming.
But yeah, this is the M5610 G-Shock.
I'm embarrassed that I have the watches that I'm fortunate enough to have, and I still almost daily grab that G-Shock.
That's beautiful. Oh,
It's
I wear it almost daily as well. I haven't
it's
been.
tremendous.
I haven't been because I got that SKX.
Yeah, but these are
But
always
I wear
ready to
this
go
almost all the time.
They're just ready to go. You know,
This probably
you
gonna be-
wake them up and they.
It's probably gonna be big on you, obviously, but throw that on with the titanium band and just kind of feel it. And the titanium band is it's not an actual Mr. G-Shock. It's a AliExpress knockoff. But
Okay, that
I-
is titanium. That's light.
yeah,
It's very light.
it's probably gonna feel weird on you, but I love the metal on there. I
That
like
is
wearing
cool.
I like wearing G-Shock's rubber bracelets too. They're so comfortable.
Yeah. The Metro Minute is going.
Can you hear it?
No.
No, but we're
It's about
traveling
to.
over it right now, aren't we?
There it is.
Oh, good.
One of these days we'll have a smooth transition.
Can't see without my glasses.
This is pretty smooth. We're expecting.
Well, it's nice that he put it at an hour.
I mean, an hour and 3 minutes and 2
Yeah,
seconds.
that was a little early, but I was expecting the right time. So the Metro Minute today, I feel like you had a better idea than I did, and I can't remember what.
I had an idea.
Didn't you?
No.
Or somebody did.
You mean you knew it was coming? You still don't have something to talk about?
It's his Metro Minute. Well, I have things that I have done since last week that we've already talked about, but I didn't know if you want to bring
Okay.
up anything new.
I don't know. Well, yeah, I guess we could do something new. While I do that,
I will
you talk
I will
about
talk-
stuff you've already done.
Yeah, I will talk roughly on what I've already done. Dave brought up the snail mucin, and I knew my wife had a bunch of the stuff because she does the Dollar Tree dupe thing. And she's been trying all of these products and figuring out which ones she likes best, which ones she doesn't.
Doesn't matter. She won't use the same twice.
She won't use the same twice, and that's why I have a bunch of stuff. So I started using a cleanser for my facial cleanser, which I never did. And the only
Okay.
reason why I started taking care of it is because, as I mentioned the other week, like my forehead felt like sandpaper.
Yeah, right.
And I was like, I should probably start taking care of my
This
skin
weather
a
has
bit.
been murder
Yeah.
on my, just my face and everybody around me.
So I've been
Fireplace
using,
has been on the whole time, and it's dry as hell out.
I've been using the cleanser, and then I've been doing a toner.
Oh, okay.
And then I've been using an anti-aging serum, and then I've been doing the snail mucin.
Okay. Tell
In
me about
that
the
order,
toner.
roughly.
So, like we've got toner laying around, and I use it sporadically because I think I ought to, but I'm never quite sure what to expect from it. What are you?
I don't know what to expect
from
from it. I kind of feel like I think it says it's alcohol-free, but it feels like alcohol.
Yeah, it burns.
Yeah, so it like kind of like I just kind of feel like it gives you a clean slate. So like I'll do the cleanser, which cleans everything.
Yeah.
And then I do the toner on top
Then
of it,
it's
which I think tightens
scorched
it all up.
earth, just to get everything out of there, and then
And then I'll use the anti-aging serum, which I have no clue because I've been using it for 3 days. But my wrinkles are
Okay.
still here, so I don't know.
well, yeah, that's
And then I use the snail
they're
mucin.
not going away, but they're not getting any worse.
Yeah. Then I use the snail mucin, and now I'm starting to think I should start taking those Hims pills for like my hair, so my
No.
receding hairline doesn't keep going.
Okay. Well,
I started taking biotin.
biotin. Yeah, it's a B vitamin that
Yeah.
is that B6 or is that?
I don't know. I started taking it for my receding
I'm nuts
hairline,
about
and I'm
B
trying to
vitamins.
grow a fingernail.
Yeah.
Sure. And that's actually, I think, well, if it's vitamin B6, I think
Yeah.
it's also good for like.
How are you doing?
Just wiggling my finger over it. Yeah.
I think that's the
Christ.
one that also helps you if you have like dry heels,
Oh,
like on your feet.
yeah.
Like, because I was.
I have cracking heels.
Yeah, that I think it helps with that too. I know it's
Yeah.
a B vitamin. I don't remember which
Biotin.
one.
It's good for skin and hair and that type
Yeah.
of thing. Let's just see. Biotin.
Make my collagen good for the glue factory.
On top of the.
Yeah, I do
Do
B
you-
vitamin all the time because, frankly, alcohol depletes B vitamins
Yeah,
and the
well, that's
metabolism
probably
of
why
them.
my
And so
heels are dry.
I over supplement with them because there's no real downside to it because aside from niacin,
just-
which you can overdo, but
Most-
it's all water
most
soluble
vitamins
and you
you-
just
yeah,
pee them
you
out.
piss out, yeah.
So, which happens a lot because I drink a lot.
So do you take a multivitamin, or are you just taking certain things?
I just take certain things.
B7 is
I probably could look at a multivitamin.
I take a
but
multivitamin, and I just switched it up. I used to just do the men's one a day. I've been doing that for. I've been taking a multivitamin for years now, and I did the men's one a day. You can buy them in 365 pills, so I know exactly how many years I've been, doing it. This last time, I ended up buying the Sam's Club version, and when I don't necessarily notice a difference in taking those because I've been taking them every day for 3 years.
Do you know what's in them?
Yeah, well, a lot of
It's-
multivitamins.
Yeah.
But this new one I just bought it's more expensive. It's about twice the price, but it has a bunch of mushroom extract in it.
Okay. Good for
And
your
it has
brains.
magnesium.
Also good for your brain.
Does it have, like-
what kind of magnesium? Are you going to shit your pants or are you going to think better?
Oh,
and what kind of mushrooms? Turkey tail, lion's mane.
it had a couple. I'm just gonna pull this up. I'll name drop
See,
it
he's
too.
doing. You're doing more of the. What you're doing is like an index fund, whereas I do more of the. I'm picking individual stocks.
Well,
So,
that's
like,
that's what I do.
like,
I
yeah.
just,
Like I take the B complex and that kind of covers everything, and I overdo it. I probably overtake.
I've
that.
always I've just been
And then-
taking multivitamin because it's good for your heart. It's
Yeah.
good for your cholesterol.
I was taking vitamin A for my tinnitus, and I couldn't tell if I was seeing a difference with that or I have red light earbuds that I use when I
okay.
drive to try and increase the blood flow in my ears. But I was taking A, and I wasn't noticing enough of a difference for the risk of taking vitamin A because eventually it'll build up a surplus and become toxic.
Well, okay, so maybe don't do it every day, or maybe take a reasonable dose.
And I thought I was taking a reasonable dose, but it wasn't. Like I said, if I don't see, and Will said this too, if I don't see a difference, I'm just gonna stop
Yeah.
because there's no gain, especially with all the risk of vitamin A, and I think that's got
Okay.
liver damage or kidney damage or something.
Yeah, don't do that. If you're gonna wreck your liver, make it a party.
Yeah.
That's my philosophy.
So what I bought it's a fermented multivitamin plus. I actually did a search for like 40 and over,
Okay.
and this actually has probiotics. And
You're a little
omega-3s
early
in
on
it,
that,
too.
Will.
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
early.
yeah,
Well,
It's gonna carry
Couple
into my
weeks.
ear.
It's
But
good to hedge a
anyways,
little.
This one has a lot of roots and stuff in it. It covers most of your vitamins. Magnesium has magnesium citrate and oxide and glucinate. So it's got
Okay, well, the oxide is going to make you shit your pants. The citrate is good for your
The citrate's
joint,
good
like
for you.
muscles and
Yeah.
cramping and that type of thing, if that's an issue.
It's got vitamin E, it's got B6, it's got B12. That reminds me of a boy band, right?
B12.
Wasn't
Was that
D12?
Or is D12?
Wasn't that Eminem?
No, that was
band?
Eminem, but what was it on Stan's Kid in American Dad? Wasn't he part of a boy band?
I don't
I thought
know.
it was
Yeah.
I thought it was called B12 or something like that. This has everything. It has all of the vitamins in it, but it's got reishi mushroom. It's got black pepper powder. Ooh, that's gonna do a lot for me.
Black pepper
It's
powder.
got the cordyceps mushroom.
Have you ever made a black
Yeah.
pepper tea?
I have not.
Like peppercorns, lemon juice, and then, or just squeeze a lemon and then steep in hot water.
I have never
It's,
done that.
It's frankly pretty good.
But I think those are the only two
tasty.
mushrooms, unless
Savory.
I'm missing something.
Do you ever do like a honey and thyme tea when you get a cold?
No.
I have.
Yeah, like
honey
just
and
get
thyme.
thyme leaves, like dried thyme, like not the powdered. It's got to
Yeah.
be the leaves.
Okay.
And we'll put it, whatever that little metal thing for holding tea is,
Infuser.
infuser. Yeah, and just steep that and then add honey to it, like a tablespoon or whatever, and it is awesome for colds.
Yeah,
makes
some
me
of-
feel better.
Some
Just-
of the best teas I've ever had
the
is,
hot water
is
and the
loose leaf tea.
Honey you're doing.
Yeah.
What is it?
Loose leaf tea.
Yeah.
And that
Oh,
probably
yeah.
makes sense because it's just better. And
I would get, I used, well, I
mean,
haven't done it
and
in a while, but I would get like gunpowder green tea from Japan on Amazon. And you'd spend, $20 on a pound
Sure.
or something like that. But
Last
you'd use it
you-
forever.
Yeah, last you forever.
and besides the infuser, I have fill your own tea bags.
Yeah, sure. Are they reusable or are they disposable?
I just toss them. You might be able to reuse them.
Because I have like little canvas bags that came with a kit or something like that.
Okay.
I think I've got the metal infuser, but then also these little drawstring canvas bags that I can use and refill. And it's fun to go to.
Are we still on the Metro Minute here? With
We've been pretty metro so far, I'd say. That
I also started oil
vitamins
of
and
oregano.
tea.
vitamins and teas.
I started oil of oregano
Oh yeah.
because a friend who's into a whole lot of holistic stuff told me that she doesn't get sick anymore and she takes that. I'm like, you know what?
I think you mentioned this.
Try that for a little bit.
Know what's good for hair as far as oils go?
What?
Jamaican black castor oil.
Yeah.
A couple of drops in your hand, you rub it in. And,
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Oops.
eating it because I know what
No,
happens when you
You
eat castor oil.
No. You rub it into your hair.
My
and,
we are on the Metro Minute. I'm sorry. I was thinking of other things that
just-
I switched up a lot of stuff
verbal
this week.
diarrhea of metro stuff.
Well,
that we all know
men's
about.
health. It's the general men's
There you
health
go.
and
You've-
beauty.
You've tied it all together. Yeah.
So I was watching Real Men, Real Style. That's that guy from Stevens Point that we
Yeah, sure.
maybe one day we'll get on here.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll ever want to like.
I
feel-
every guest that we talk about having on, we end up having Scott first.
I feel like we don't have a whole lot of followers yet. He's got like 3 million subscribers on YouTube.
Oh, he'll never fucking
Like-
deal with us.
Yeah. Well, especially when you swear like that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But
Does he have something against my foul language?
probably it's not very gentlemanlike. But he was talking about like men that there's like a gene in men that make you smell worse than other men. Like you'll get a musk after like not showering for a day or two or something like that. But like some men don't have horrible body odor.
Yeah, some people smell like rotten onions.
Yeah, and some people smell awful after like an hour of taking a shower. Yeah. Have you ever been on a cruise ship? It's a little side story here. We were on a cruise ship, and they hire a lot of, world people. And our waiters that were at our table when we were eating there did not believe in deodorant whatsoever. And it was awful.
Well,
was
and
very
how much
awful.
of that is diet? Because I know that diet
Some of it's
will
diet.
affect your general smell.
Yeah, onions, garlic.
Curry.
Curry. There's a lot of things that normally smell in general. Like if you breathe out and it smells awful, it's probably going to affect your body odor.
He's like, when
Just
Scott
rip it. I
was
don't care where you
younger,
do it.
he would eat. The school used, I don't know what it was. There was some spice that they used on burrito day, but it would like be pouring out of Scott's pores. Like he would just
funny.
stink.
But
But it
Cumin
wasn't.
or something, or
Yeah,
I had this. But I had
or
this.
tahine or something. Or
tahine.
I had this kind of
That's like a
expensive.
lime spice.
is that what that
thing,
is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the
tahine.
chicken one?
The chicken one.
Uh,
A chicken
Starts with a T.
turmeric?
No,
No.
It's used in a lot of Mexican dishes.
I just
I
make
have it
gringo
upstairs.
tacos.
It's adobo.
Adobo. Okay,
Yeah,
it wasn't a
not
T. It's
yeah.
adobo. That's what I'm thinking about. That's the smell that I think Scott smelled like.
So
It would just be like coming out of his hairline.
I ended up buying a lot of Old Spice stuff. I think probably all their stuff now is paraben free and aluminum free, which is
So does it work? I mean,
well. So like on me, I've been using. I had this other stuff that had aluminum in it. What aluminum does is it'll clog your pores.
yeah.
And that's what it's
That's the
meant
point,
to do.
yeah.
That is the point, is that it clogs your pores so you don't sweat. Well, your body's, for one, is supposed to sweat. And for two, it's like to be like extra strength or to be a normal, like to be as a deodorant or an antiperspirant, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So an antiperspirant has to block, and I don't know how they test this, but it has to block about 20% of your sweat. So you're still sweating 80%.
They must have sensors on some guy on
Yeah.
a treadmill in a lab
They're
somewhere. and
weighing
yeah.
your armpit sweat. And then to be considered extra strength, it's 30%.
Okay.
So like you're still sweating 70 to 80% of the time.
Yeah, which is probably
putting-
to keep you from dying.
Well, yeah.
It's a self-regulatory thing.
So but to the point is that the deodorants aren't necessarily preventing you from smelling. It's or blocking your sweat. I mean, I guess if your armpits are pouring, that's a little different.
Yeah.
But most of the time, you're doing it for the smell.
Right. And there's a difference between, being fresh out of the gym and then,
Yeah.
just kind of sitting in an office. I mean,
Yeah, if you're sitting in office,
you
so
don't want your shirt, your pits to be wet at the office.
I sit here all day long in the basement by myself. If I go to the gym, I put on deodorant before I go to the gym. Or if
Yeah.
I'm going out at night, I'll put deodorant on. But when I'm sitting here, like, I'm not going to
I'm wearing
introduce
Tuscan leather by Tom Ford tonight.
Nice.
I was this just reminds me of a story. When I first started my job I have now.
I'll just stop talking about deodorant, I guess.
Well, no, this adds into that. I was at a very prominent, I guess I can say the name, Harley, the office.
Sure.
And we're working, me and the guy that was training me, we're working on this coffee machine and a bean to cup. And the guy walks up to like ask us how long it's going to be. And the guy like is dripping sweat, right? Like staining through his shirt. He's wearing like a light blue shirt. So he's got like the dark stains under the armpits,
And he needs a nice hot coffee.
and he's like a heavier guy too, right?
Yeah.
And the guy that I was working with, he's like looks at me, he's like, were you just out jogging? And the guy's like, excuse me? He's like, you look like you were jogging. And he's like, I literally just walked here from my desk. And he turned around and walked away.
Oh, my God. At least he didn't work with you, because that's an HR nightmare.
Yeah, right.
I ended up
Abusive workplace.
buying a stick of the Native brand deodorant.
Okay.
Because it's
American
paraben
Spirit.
free, it's whatever. And then I bought the unscented version because I figured that, if you're wearing a cologne every day, like kind of like mixing your aftershave versus your
Yeah.
cologne. It's like,
Yeah.
so why mix this up with other scents? So
Damn it, that's a good idea.
yeah, most of
Get
my
the
like
unscented.
I bought unscented deodorant, and then actually what I use in the shower, I just bought pine tar, Dr. Squatch or Squatch brand soap,
Okay.
and that stuff is pine tar really doesn't have a whole lot of smell. It's either pine tar or charcoal. It might be the charcoal stick. But anyways, that doesn't have a whole lot of scent to it either.
Yeah,
Either
sure.
of those. So you're not smelling like 10 different things.
Now, is charcoal like some kind of filtering agent? Is that the idea behind it? I don't know.
It helps. Supposedly, it helps with crappy skin. Like I have crappy skin in general, so which is why again I started this regimen because I mentioned on the other podcast I have psoriasis. So, and when I get to the gym or whatever, and my face gets beat up because of what we do, like I start breaking out slightly.
Yeah.
And it's actually been helping that too. So I should have been doing this for the last 20 years, but
Well,
hey,
we're all learning here.
we're all learning. This has been great for me. And I can't wait to use some snail mucin on Eric and see how that turns out.
Right?
I
Take care of this old mug.
Where do you need moisture, Eric?
Well, all of a sudden I was thinking of it one day because I've been using the Dollar Tree stuff, and it's.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I'm not talking to my mic. I was going
It's
to get
okay.
up, and all of a sudden I was like, I'm going to tell Eric to get some of this because it seems like it's working pretty good. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, he's got a shellfish allergy, and I'm pretty sure that
Does that
snails
count?
would. I'm like, it'll make
They're
your
in a
skin
shell.
taut and wrinkle free.
Yeah. Right.
My hands will just swell up.
Be a wrinkle left in it. Yeah. Look like a balloon animal.
So, not that I had like no news, but this just came across my phone, and I don't know if this is
Breaking.
talk worthy, but this is from TMZ. Bill Cosby actually admitted now that he got 7 different Quaalude prescriptions just with the intention of drugging women.
Wow.
Not like we didn't know this, but he actually admitted it now.
Because what the hell? Double jeopardy.
Yeah, because he's
know.
already released from prison.
Yeah.
He was exonerated or whatever.
I don't know if I mentioned that here. Yeah, he might be. Because he's in his 90s
Yeah.
at this point.
Well, you see, he's sticking...
Yeah.
He's putting things where they don't belong.
Was that like Double Jeopardy? Is that what you just
Yeah.
mentioned?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why the hell not? Write the book,
Yeah.
Cosby.
He admitted
Just
under oath he refilled recreational prescription for Quaaludes he got from
oath, though.
from a gynecologist at a poker game 7 times with the intention of giving the pills to women in hopes of having sex with them.
And see, the red flag was, what was his name? Cliff Huxtable?
Yes.
Had his gynecologist
Yep.
office in the basement of the family home.
Uh-huh. And then right
Imagine
after
having a table with stirrups
Yep.
in your basement.
just move around the pinball table in the corner now. It's these days.
It's the Cosby Show. He was telling us all.
Yeah, his barbecue sauce episode.
Yes.
Yeah, where everyone's starting to
Everyone
get up
gets-
on each other. And,
Everybody gets horny from my barbecue sauce.
you see, it's the sauce. They can't keep their hands off each other.
Well,
Oh,
that is fun.
isn't it?
We
Oh,
are coming up on a close here, and I would just like to mention that we are going to probably start bringing back, some cocktails into our thing. Our drinks tonight are pretty low key as usual. I think Eric's drinking coffee,
I'm drinking coffee.
Yeah.
and Dave and I are doing G&Ts as usual. But we wanna start experimenting with some cocktails again, and talk about them. The holidays kind of kicked our asses with all the different concoctions that we were making.
And colds.
And colds, and we were all
Yeah.
sick for, like, if it wasn't one of us, it was all 3 of us. So
And we'll start music again.
yeah,
Yeah,
well,
we
you
should
played
probably-
last week, and I
last
thought it
week.
was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think my thing is because I was over there and here, it's
Yeah,
hard.
Can't do anything.
Yeah.
We need a guitar station. Is that what we need?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, we can
So
get
the
a.
desk-
I can
At
get
least
a
that
stool
thing
in
stands
here.
upright when you're playing it on your lap.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are always welcome to bring a Strat.
Yeah. Okay. You're looking at me. Yeah.
I'll bring my
Strat.
Strat.
I mean,
I gotta go through
How
mine.
many guitars do you got?
Too many. Like
you could
13.
just leave one here.
Yeah, I can
won't
leave a
mess with
Strat
it.
here.
Yeah.
I'll leave my Fender here. Whatever.
I
Alright.
should bring my Artcore over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Is that thing in good shape, or do you need work?
It's
on
in pretty good shape. I do, and I tried getting a hold of Dan from Kashmir because he
it?
did.
Is he still around?
He was out in Madison last I heard. years ago I dropped it and it did the thing where, you know, the headstock shatters off the neck.
Yeah,
I fixed it and re-glued it, and it's all good except for it still has some gaps in the finish.
Okay.
And when he used some sort of epoxy on my Les Paul when he fixed it, and I've been trying to figure out
on that too.
What?
Did you have a neck snap on that?
Yeah. And I've been trying to figure out, because my Les Paul happened at a show, and then this happened on my Artcore, and he used some sort of epoxy, and it came out like perfect. Like,
yeah.
you know,
I'm sure
visually,
if you buff it out, and you,
visually it didn't look the best, but you know, you
as
could
long
tell
as you
it
don't
broke.
feel it.
Yeah,
you
and
know.
that's just what I want to do is get that, and also reseal because I've got exposed wood, and just getting it sealed would be nice.
All right.
But I've been trying to get a hold of him for 20 years.
Yeah, well, he's probably long gone by now.
Yeah.
But, nice guy, though.
Yeah. He was horrified when I told him I put two things. When I told him I made a tremolo for my bass. Remember that?
Well, yeah, and we
And
did
then
one
when
for the telly also.
I tried making one on the telly
bridge into a tremolo.
and it actually worked out really well. I put until it started buckling in half. Remember that?
Yeah, we had to reinforce the middle.
Yeah.
Because the pickup on a telly sits on the bridge itself, and so as you were to depress it, the strings would move farther away from the pickup. So like, we thought it'd be a cool effect.
Right?
Yeah. But then it started to buckle.
Then
I
I
was curious. We should
I
have
put
talked
a
about it.
Floyd on my Les Paul also, and that technically worked out, except I tried recreating a Robin headstock. Remember that? I hacked apart that headstock.
Yeah.
Dave, what did you all do on the V here? I know you did the frets.
I polished the frets. I oiled the board really well, the fretboard. I sprayed the pots and the electronics out with contact cleaner. I cleaned up the bridge and essentially all of the whole body on the thing was filthy.
Yeah,
and then
it was
new
gross.
New strings. I think I took the tuners off and cleaned the headstock.
Nice.
And just kind of oiled everything up and got it
Adjusted the pickups
going
to the right
again.
height?
I don't know that I did that.
Yeah,
that
you
much.
didn't. I can tell.
Okay, but how's it going? I don't know. Have you?
I
touched it since you
actually,
hang it up?
honestly, I was like, I haven't played that. I picked it up the other day and I played it for a little bit because Eric was the first one to play it since you did all that.
That's right.
Yeah.
I also
It played
used,
ska just fine.
I was using so at the shop that I work at, they ran out of the Diodarios that I typically use, and I've used for 20 some odd years now, the strings. And so I'm using SIT strings, stay in tune strings. And so I wonder, I have them on my guitars so far, and I like them for repairs.
Oh, that's
and
what
that
you
type of
threw
thing.
on here?
Yeah. Just the standard, 9 to 42 SIT strings. And I don't know.
That's pretty light gauge, right? For the
It's a standard kind of
standard, it's 8.
Yeah.
8.
Eight's pretty light.
8's pretty light.
I bought like a 20-pack of Slinkies, the pink packs, like 9 to 42s, like a decade ago, and I'm still feeding off of them just for how much I play my guitar still.
Yeah.
I think I threw on the Les Paul before I redid it. I think I threw on like Willie Nelson's. Either that or ZZ Top, get Billy Gibbons
Must have been
strings,
ZZ
and
Top.
those were light.
Those were very light. I had a student give me a set of those, and they're like 7 to.
Oof.
Yeah, it was something. Stupid light.
Yeah.
I
They were
used to-
quality strings anyway, but I mean, just too light. And if you can get them in a 9 or 10 gauge, then
I used to play heavier. I played the 11s for a little bit because I liked
I played them. Yeah,
I like how heavy it sounded, but like
I played it. Yeah, I did those forever, probably for 15 years, because I liked, if you're doing a more involved chord, the intonation was better because it was less. You were less likely to bend a string out of tune.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because like when I was doing, because I always
that
did
makes
like
sense.
a lot of full chords and stuff. Like even when I was doing power chords, I would put extra voicings in,
Yeah.
and it always rang through awesome.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, God, I don't play enough, and I just go with 9s now because my fingers just aren't there anymore.
I've got all my guitars with 9s now, and I'm trying out this line of SIT strings, and I've got like the pure nickels and the regular set, and on and on. And yeah, they've been great. I don't know, it's
They're strings.
pretty much have a light enough touch at this point where I'm not bending stuff out of tune. And
Yeah.
There's
I
no
don't-
reason
I
to
don't know how
work
to
much
be
harder.
Bending up like 3 steps on like a set of 8s.
Yeah. Where as soon as you grab the thing, yeah,
It's about where I'm at. I'm like, why does this sound weird? Oh, I'm bending the crap out of the string on accident.
It's great when I go from playing bass to playing guitar,
oh, right, yeah.
and then everything's just like,
Yeah, these. I'll probably hang one of these acoustics upstairs somewhere on a wall, and I'd like to get I might buy one of those Music Man bass kits.
yeah.
Throw that together, either that or a Fender Jazz kit, just for fun.
Yeah,
It'd be fun.
You talked about making some telly bodies.
Well, I got the router templates.
Okay.
We'll do that in
I'll
spring.
take a telly, yeah.
Yeah, I got some. I
That's all I need is
I
another
know you wanted to
guitar.
make yours out of pine or poplar or whatever.
Either
You want
one, yeah.
pine.
People love their pine tellies.
Yeah, I have the router templates now, so I can.
Yeah, what's
Bust
a
out-
couple bucks in pine? Just,
Yeah.
just fry it out.
$300 on
People
necks,
love 'em.
and I went on to what's the neck that you
Warmoth.
recommend? Warmoth.
Warmoth,
I went on
yeah.
to Warmoth's website, and they have like 200 telly necks to pick from.
Yeah, yeah. They make a lot of them. You can have one custom made, like do
Yeah.
their specs and everything. You're going to end up with a $600 neck. You can do that, but
I don't need one for that.
Right. I always got the most basic stuff. Not even I take that back. On my black Strat, I got the frets and the finish that I wanted on it. But
Sure.
other than that, I've done just unfinished. Put some frets on it, please, because I don't want to do that. And then,
Yeah.
You did stainless on your Strat.
that came with stainless.
And then
okay.
are all of their truss rods on the side there?
No, it depends. They have a couple of series of
Sure.
necks, so like a vintage series. They'll still make like the truss rod in the heel or in the headstock. I like having it on the side.
Oh, I wouldn't.
Because it's
too. That's
easy
gotta be
enough.
the
It's just
easiest,
like, yeah.
You don't have to dig through strings. You don't take out
Right.
the cover.
Get your little 5mm or
Yeah.
whatever hex wrench and go
Wait,
at it.
what do you mean on the side?
So on the black Strat, the truss rod adjustment is, imagine the heel of the guitar.
Yeah.
or
Like
something.
on like the 22nd
It's like
fret.
where you would,
or is
your
it like
palm
a-
would be if you were playing up high.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess I never noticed.
Well, yeah. Next
Yeah.
time you see it, you'll notice.
All right.
It's handy. It's kind of novel. I don't know that I would go out of my
Well,
way
you don't
for
have
it.
to
I prefer the wheel, like on a
Yeah.
Music Man.
Exactly. I've always
You
liked
know.
that.
You
'Cause
don't
you can
have
jam
to.
anything in there and
Yeah.
just turn.
You don't have to pull out a pickup. You don't have
Right.
to take
Spread
out truss rod.
Spread your 3
Yeah.
and 4 string a little bit, and
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
because
just
I
on
had
the
some
side
wear
there.
marks on my bass strings from. I was getting lazy, and I would loosen them just a little bit, and you could tell where I was like scratching on my
So,
strings from
if-
adjusting it.
We're pretty much out of time here, but if you were a guitar tech for, let's just say, a band that's touring,
Uh-huh.
playing 5 shows a week,
Yeah.
how often do you think they're changing that, touching that truss rod? Maybe once a week.
Maybe if they're keeping busy.
Yeah.
You know.
I
It's
mean-
something
Yeah,
you can.
I
look
mean,
at
you're
and-
checking in
Yeah.
specs every time,
Right.
because-
Yeah, you've got the depth gauge on it, and you can kind
Yeah,
of see
you've-
where
And they're
what
probably-
the relief is.
They're probably not playing more than one show on a set of strings.
No,
I know a
they're-
lot of
no,
guys
no.
do that.
No, well, they've got a string endorsement and whatever. You just
They get new strings every time.
Who
from
was
what
it?
I've
It
seen.
was
all those backstage videos I've watched of the guitar techs, like showing all the guitars.
yeah.
Those
Although
are.
I've
those
heard
are fun, but
like Lenny Kravitz loves old strings.
Yeah,
I've heard.
sure.
And he'll just
I
go
don't
a
like
tour
new
with
strings.
it.
play it for me for like a week and then
Yeah.
give me the guitar. Yeah.
like I don't like brand new strings. I never have. I like the brightness, but I like a little bit of playtime. Like I will never change strings right before a show. I know so many people that do,
Yeah.
but
I'll
and then
do it.
people
I
don't
like
know
it
how to
fresh.
stretch them properly.
Well, you see, yeah, all right. That's what I think a lot of people get into is that they don't think new strings are going to stay in tune for a week.
Yeah.
They probably stay in tune better.
No, but
Yeah, I mean, well, if you stretch them out properly, if everything's lubricated properly, and everything's set up, I don't know. Is that thing still in tune?
it sounded pretty
I
good
don't know.
after Eric tuned it
Yeah.
from here. I didn't touch it. I don't.
Okay, well, if you haven't touched it in a week or over a week, because I think I had that done the Friday before I came here.
Yeah.
And so,
Which
and
made
I
me
didn't touch it.
which
again,
made
so.
me inclined to get your watch done. Which is why I took one apart one of my watches to
Oh my
fix your
God,
watch.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not even
Just
like
give me one of your organs while you're at it. You got a kidney I could use.
it's not even the stretch. It's like there's just like a certain amount, especially on bass strings. There's like a certain amount of dirt that I like. That's like a
Okay.
sweet spot because like it's just a.
It's the thump that you want. Like,
Well, I mean-
because I get that too. Because I have flat wounds on my jazz bass,
He's like I like really.
and I haven't changed them in years.
Yeah, he's like I do like I have a really bright bass tone, but like just playing wise, there's like especially on bass strings, there's like a sharpness on fresh strings that I
Yes.
just don't enjoy. On
Yeah,
like the
I can see
touch.
that. I can see that.
Back when I played, I only changed them if I broke one.
Yeah.
I
On
mean-
top of it, they're really expensive. They're
Yeah.
like 4 times as much as guitar
Yeah.
strings. So-
I boil mine a couple times a year. Boil them in vinegar
Oh boy.
and lemon juice.
And then what? Put them back on?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you must have enough slack then to.
Oh yeah, yeah. I leave
because-
about 3
Oh
wines.
well, okay. So you have the
and I've got
like
the
most
thing
bass
to,
guitars, they have the
You can
the
stick the
center
end in.
post.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Mine's got that.
Which again goes to my point, my constant rant that locking tuners are useless.
yes.
Because I've got guitars with the same, in-hole peg slot or whatever.
Yeah.
The vintage style tuner stays in tune just fine.
Mhm.
You don't have to lock anything down.
Well, and the locking that doesn't even stop the tuner from moving, right? That just I feel like
No,
on
it
my
just locks it in. So
it
on
just
the
locks
off,
the string in.
yeah, on the off chance that the thing would slip in the tuning post,
Yeah.
it's like, that doesn't really happen as far as I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
On a steel string guitar, it's a different story with nylon, but
Yeah.
if you tie a nylon correctly, I've had no problems with that either. So, I don't know.
I don't tie. I don't.
Nylon strings?
I've never played nylon string. I mean,
Oh.
I don't like own nylon strings to the point
Okay.
where I'm changing them.
Oh man, I've got a bunch of them, and
One of these things is nylon. That
No,
one
it's
over
not.
there.
That
one
one's
is.
nylon?
no,
I thought they're
is
both
it
steel.
Nah.
No, I thought that one should be nylon, but it's not.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, I feel like we are going
Oh,
over.
it's the tuning pegs that drive me off the wall on that thing.
Yeah.
They're like nylon tuning pegs on that thing.
They're like bone, right?
Yeah. they're
Or
weird.
supposed to be looking like it.
I cannot find much on that guitar online.
Yeah.
Melody guitars. It's whatever. Anyways, yeah, we're way over time. Our Instagram, we just hit 300 followers, which is great.
Wow.
We actually hit it.
Do
we
I
hit
follow us? I don't even
You
think I
do. You do. I think Eric
How many
does too.
drone accounts did you open?
So what happened was last night I posted that we hit 300, then we dropped back down because the bots get deleted. But then we racked up again. We crested 300 again today.
Cool.
I'm trying to stay active on there, liking things, throwing some comments out. That'll be our into certain brands for endorsements or sponsors at some point in time if we, try.
Yeah.
A lot of people communicate that way. But Jamdad Podcast at Instagram. We are on X.com as well, Jamdad Podcast. I accidentally post there for my personal
All right.
self every now and then, and so I have to go back and delete things, but I try staying on there and liking stuff. We are at jamdadpodcast@gmail.com. It looks like you were doing some stuff today. Were you doing anything?
I didn't touch anything.
Some
No.
kind of advertisement for Apple Podcast popped up, so I didn't know if you
Oh no, I didn't.
it was like I think it was like an AI automated email for promoting through Apple Podcast. So it might actually be something to look into.
Sure. Do we have an email address? We ought to be collecting that. Oh
Yeah.
man, let's get a landing page. I'll think of it.
What are you talking about?
A landing page to collect email addresses and get a list going.
Oh, a list of email. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe.
in our
Maybe.
Gmail, the promoter thing is in there.
Oh,
so,
I see. All right.
yeah.
Okay.
And obviously we're on Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon Music. And we should start promoting a little bit here now and then. Somehow.
All right. Well, can you believe it? Episode 21. We're old enough to buy booze and cigarettes and
Nice.
cigars.
Oh, that was...
Very good.
I have another story, but I'm going to cut it. I'm going
cut
to
it off.
stop. Yeah. Next week.
All right, you want to sign off?
That's it.
Yep. Stay safe. Drive sober. Have fun.